This is 107.9 FM's Midday Music and More show. It is time for the Music Monday segment, folks. Today I have a high-energy, raw band, Arcanum. I got the lead vocalist, Zach Bozen, here in the studio, and the lead guitarist, Justin Elliott, the Shredder, also joining us in the studio. Fellas, welcome. Great to see you.
Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah,
absolutely. No problem. Thank you so much for making this happen, especially kind of on shorter terms, short notice there, last minute just about. So thanks so much. It means a lot. And fellas, where should we start? Should we start over the weekend, or do you guys want to go back way sooner, like when you were forming this band? What do you want to do first?
Oh, I'm dealer's choice. I'm happy to talk about anything
choice.
here. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I want to learn a little bit about the origin of this band first, because Zach joined a little later. So Justin, you tell me how you guys came up with the name. Were you one of the founders, or did you kind of join a bit after it was started too?
Yeah, so me, Jesse, and Eric, the bass player and drummer, we've all been playing together like kind of off and on since high school, and we've all been kind of like intermingling different music projects. So then Jesse and I started a Rage Against the Machine tribute band, and then shortly thereafter Eric joined, and we kind of formed what is like now Arcanum. Jesse came up with the name. We were just throwing around ideas all over the place, and we were kind of like into just finding words that aren't associated with anything else. And he really liked this idea of like secret knowledge, or that like only we knew. So that's where the name originally came from. All credit to Jesse where that happened. We stayed as instrumental for a few years, or released our first album. It's on Spotify, completely instrumental. Still kind of maybe finding ourselves a little bit. It was a lot more like jam band and kind of like feeling ourselves out, especially with like we're using extended range instruments, which is still kind of in the newer times. Then yeah, we wanted to have vocals. A couple of different people we tried out and did some stuff with, like our friend Karam. We have some songs on Spotify with him. Didn't work out with him though, and like we're still all cool and everything. But we kind of were at a standstill and didn't know how to really move forward. And Zach got a hold of Jesse.
Yep.
I think maybe you can take over from there about how you guys got together. But then yeah, Zach joined, and it was full steam ahead from that point.
Yeah. Just saw an ad on Facebook there that he put out there looking for a singer. I'm like, something just told me reach out. They sent me a couple instrumentals there, some of the craziest stuff I ever heard. I'm like, how am I supposed to write anything to this? But I loved the challenge. I came up with it, showed up to the first little tryout practice with them, and yeah, really hit it off. They seemed to like what I threw down with the instrumentals that they cooked up, and the rest was history after that, pretty much.
Zach, you know, it's crazy to have you back here, and I've known you for such a while, and your voice, you know, you can do a lot of things. You have a lot. You have a huge range.
Thank you. Yeah.
You can cover anything from like the Doors to Korn to just whatever. You can scream, you can go deep, you can go raspy, whatever. Joining this band in particular, was this something that you thought was kind of familiar? Like you knew kind of, okay, going into this, I think I could find my voice right away, or did it kind of take you a little bit hearing the instrumentals? Did you want to go softer, or did you go harder right away?
It was a mix of both. Like I wasn't doing much screams or anything like that for a while, but when I heard it in the heavier riffs, I'm like, it just needs this like scream essence to balance out the clean vocals, and it just challenged me, inspired me to keep going and dig deeper and unlock more vocally, and it just felt like a perfect fit with what they had. I can do both the things I love: deep, high, screams, lows, everything. It's just really meshed together very well.
And your vocal style, like who are some of your influences, Zach?
Well, Jim Morrison, for sure. I love System of a Down. Can't quite hit the highs of Surge, but I try. And also like Randy Blythe, Lamb of God. I really tend to lean towards that when it comes to fries and screams and all that.
Justin, for you, you know, growing up, were you like self-taught? Did you take any lessons? And who are some of your guitar inspirations?
I did take some lessons. It was mainly just like me and this guy that was really cool, just kind of showing tabs to me and like showing me how to like play along. We didn't do really anything super classical. So I was always kind of just like learn songing around it, not kind of seeking anything super formal. So I'm still not great at reading music. I never really was. It was more just about like feel, ear, and, you know, just learning songs that really interested me, right? I come from a diehard Rush family. Like my dad's a huge Rush fan. So they're clearly my first major influence. And then Red Hot Chili Peppers I liked growing up, and then obviously with the extended range, I got really into like different YouTubers that were covering random songs with 8-string that just like blew my mind. So then got into that was kind of my avenue into heavier music. So bands like Periphery and Animals as Leaders were kind of like my first major like super heavy influences. I don't so much listen to that stuff as much anymore, but they still kind of like make the rotation from time to time.
Well, I'll tell you this, you picked two great guitarists starting out, Alex and John. Those are two great guitarists to look up to and be influenced by, seriously. So obviously you had a great upbringing.
Yeah. Yeah, all props to my family for keeping good music in the house, yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk, I guess about the last just about year. Zach's been in the band at that point, probably what, like 6 months? Or you've been in the band about a year and a half now, right? Or close to that.
Yeah.
So the last year, things are going great, and then you guys are like working on an LP, whatever. And Zach, you kind of got like an injury that is kind of not derailed you, but you've been getting better, and it's changed your singing style right now. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, it's about like 10 months ago. I was just hosting karaoke, singing, and I felt like a pop in my guts, intestine, stomach, and it's just been a really hard recovery for like 10 months of up and downs. Just can't work, can't really do anything physical, but after I was starting to feel a little bit better, I decided to go back out with the guys here and learn that if I sit down and cram my hand into the side where it really hurts, I can sing without anything hurting at least as much. So I've been navigating that and experimenting with more, especially screams with it. I found, interestingly enough, doing lows and highs screaming is easier than singing normally with this injury. So that was an interesting discovery.
So you're like Ozzy Osbourne, basically sitting in like the throne, pretty much.
Yep, that was us on Saturday there, which was quite fitting because we just opened for a Black Label Society, Black Sabbath tribute band at the Cherry last Saturday there, and I was in the throne, sitting in a throne there. So it was quite Ozzy-esque.
The other songs you recorded, they all been done at the same place, or have you kind of traveled around?
Yeah, they've all been at the same place with our good friend Eric Gurney. Though we had 3 songs that Jesse and Eric and I we've been sitting on some original material for a while. We were kind of getting sick of just sitting on a bunch of stuff, not knowing what our singer situation was. So we said, you know what, let's just record them, maybe use this to draw some talent in or figure out what the next steps were. So we had recorded the instrumentals to those a good year or 2 ago now. I can't even remember. It's been
I think it was about a year before you guys met me.
Yeah, so we had these, we're kind of sitting on them, and then like Zach said when he saw the ad, we gave him a couple of them just to say do whatever you want. He had these awesome ideas, and pretty quickly after that we jammed them out for a bit, and then you can talk about your experience getting into the studio with it because you just kind of ran with it.
Yeah, no, that song you just heard there was one of those instrumentals there too, so it just felt like it clicked very easy writing that stuff. There's so much space and room and just so much talent with these guys. I was just blown away right away. The bass, the guitar, drums, everything. There's so many little pockets for me to just, add little niche things into there. Sort of like a Michael Patton influence in some of those spots there. Then get into the studio. That was like my first time pretty much recording anything in a studio. There's just a little bit of nerves, but once we got into it, it was a really cool experience, really welcoming. Eric Gurney is incredible. He's great at what he does. The environment there and the studio itself is amazing. And I'm just honored to be with these guys and doing this. So cool. They're so talented.
Well, something I'm really excited about, you guys were saying during the break, you're working on an EP right now.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. How's that coming along?
It's good, man. So yeah, we had those 3 instrumentals. Like I said, Zach has recorded vocals onto 2 of them so far. We have one other that's done instrumentally that he's to get back for, but then we just actually finished drums and guitar for 4 new tracks. So Jesse and Zach are going to have to find time over the summer to wrap those guys up. And then we're going to have, what was the math on that? 7? Yeah, we'll have 7 fully original songs ready to start pushing out to people soon.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you have like a general idea when you guys want to get this finished and pushed out by, or is it kind of just play it by ear right now?
I think it's play it by ear.
Yeah.
I mean, I would hope for the end of the summer, but you never know. Life gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah.
Like stuff like Zach's injury pushed us a few months out of the way, right?
We did have an idea around this time having it out, but then injuries pushed it back, but we're making do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. And do you guys have any more upcoming shows? Because I want to go see you guys.
Well, knowing that, we're going to have to book some.
Yeah.
Nothing's scheduled right now. We're just trying to finish up these recordings and start actually pushing out the ones that are finished. So hopefully we'll be able to make some announcements about when they're ready for everyone to listen to.
Yeah.
But going back to you guys playing at the Cherry on Saturday there, like that's a great venue. Like, had this been the first time that you guys played there?
We played there a year or so ago.
Yeah,
as
just
well.
about a year. Yeah, I'd say that was our first show together, and our only 2 shows as a band. The 4 of us has been there at the Cherry, and yeah, great venue. It's only getting better there too. With all the upgrades.
I was going to say, yeah, like the difference between how much they've invested between last year and now for the 2 shows is night and day. They've done a lot of really good work. The sound was awesome. A lot of lighting. It was great.
Got pyro on stage now. It's incredible.
Come on. It's changed that much?
Yes.
Last time I was there, it was like November 2024. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Bigger stage, everything. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
So like Saturday was literally a blast then. All these new toys basically.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a little bit bigger of a crowd too than the last time we played. So like just everything felt like, I don't know, put some extra wind in our sails. Like we're doing something
100%.
right here.
Yeah.
Sweet. Fellas, before I let you go, is there anything else each of you want to share individually to the listeners out there?
Regarding what?
Just anything. Anything you guys want.
I mean, go out and support local music. Start going
Of
to
course.
some shows downtown. We gotta lift the scene up a little bit, so we need some patronage. So get out there, support your local bands, go to the bars, tip your bartenders, and let's kind of make a fun music scene again. We used to have a great one. I see hints of it coming back, so let's keep it going.
Momentum is there for sure, and yeah, there's no time like now to get back into it.
And of course, follow Arcanum on Facebook and Instagram as
That
well.
too, I guess. Yeah.
No, but I love it because I never knew about the Windsor music scene. Sorry, just going to that for a moment.
Yeah.
I never knew it was like as big as it was. So you're saying it was even like crazier before, but it's coming back, which I'm like, now I'm just like, it's great. I can't believe how big it is. You know, since I started here, I'm like, I never knew we had all this. So the fact that it was bigger before, that's crazier, but it's coming back. It sounds promising. Fellas, thank you so much for joining me today here on the Berg. This has been great. Wish you the best of luck. Really looking forward to seeing you guys at a show. And of course, the EP whenever that comes out.
Great. Thanks for having us, man.
This is Justin Elliott, lead guitarist, and Zach Bozen, lead singer of Arcanum. And this has been Music Monday here on 107.9 FM.